Well, hello and welcome back to another video. I've been trying to make this video all week and it's been so windy here. I put the tripod out the other day and it actually blew the tripod over. Luckily I hadn't put the camera on it even, so I gave up. And it's now getting, obviously now I'm starting to lose the light, but it's been the calmest now than it has been all week. So I thought I'd try and at least do this video. I have my bulbs, so I just thought I would quickly give you a little sample of what I shall be setting this autumn. And I haven't got a lot of bulbs this year, as I explained. You know, obviously with the way things are, you know, one has to cut back. But I do like bulbs. I think they're lovely bulbs. A little bit of info about bulbs if you're new to bulb growing. Very easy. I mean, must be one of the most easiest plants to grow. Obviously, they don't like waterlogged situations over the winter. So if you're planting bulbs in tubs, do make sure your tubs have got really good drainage. Some of this peat-based and even the replacement peat-based compost can get very waterlogged if you don't have, you know, good drainage holes and perhaps some gravel in the bottom of your tub, etc. Interestingly enough, one of my old plastic tubs in the summer, I saw the petunias. It's over there, you can't see it, so I don't know what I'm pointing to, but it's over there, and the petunias started to go very funny, and I thought, oh, they must be dry. And of course, there was me tipping a load more water onto the tub thinking they were dry, and in actual fact the tub was sitting on the concrete slab and it actually formed almost like a seal with the underside of the slab, and the tub was absolutely waterlogged. You know, I'd been watering it and the water hadn't been escaping through the bottom of the tub. So obviously, you know, do check your tubs and make sure if you're planting bulbs in there, you've got some really good drainage. You could even, you know, where you plant the bulbs on the level where you set your bulbs, you could, if you've got some, put some horticultural grit, you know, and place the bulbs on that. Bulbs like a really nice free draining, you know, situation over the winter months. And likewise, you know, if you've got a wet lying garden, you know, I certainly wouldn't be planting, you know, things like tulips and that. Or there again, put a nice, you know, bed of, you know, sort of grit or, you know, pea gravel or just a little you don't want a lot, you know, just to sit the bulbs on, because bulbs hate sitting in wet conditions. And also, if you're new to bulbs, a quick recap, you know, daffodil bulbs, narcissus, as I should really call them, they can be set, you know, 4 to 6 inches deep. If you go deeper, I've never found it matters. You know, I layer tubs. I put different bulb layers in tubs, and some of my, you know, bulbs in tubs get very deep. They always seem to come through okay. Tulips want to be about 6 to 8 inches. I never plant tulips before November anyway. You know, daffodils and most of the other bulbs can be set from now onwards. We are into October, obviously, and you can set them. You could have perhaps you've set yours even. But tulips I never set till late. And as I say, I think it's the drainage issue. I mean, I've even heard in really severe winters of bulbs going rotten if the tub and the compost freeze. If it gets woefully cold and the whole lot freezes, that can sometimes, you know, actually send the bulbs rotten. I've never had, touch wood, I've never had that issue. So anyway, that's a little about it. Very easy, you know, have a go at bulbs. They'll give you so much joy and colour in the spring when you need it after a dull, dreary winter, I find. So I've got my list here because I'd never remember what I've got. These are a nice, you won't see them. I'll probably try and do a video of me setting them so you can see the bulbs, because I'm not going to start opening the packets. But all these bulbs seem very nice quality. They are the firm's top grade of bulbs. There again, I bought these from Parker's online. I have no connection with that firm whatsoever. It was just the fact that I bought them at the same time as I bought the plug plants, as you've seen on another video, the pansies and the polyanthus, and I'd got a credit with that firm for some, and it was just why I picked them, and I've used them before and always been well satisfied. So the bulbs come from Parker's, and the pictures I will be using, I'll try and put pictures up, obviously come courtesy of Parker's website, but I have nothing to do with them. That these are not free. I have paid for these, and I just want to make that clear to everybody. So yes, I've got quite a few Iris reticulata, which are the small dwarf iris, which very often flower quite often in early February, I find. And I've got a variety called Pixie, and there'll be pictures coming up now of these over me or to the side of me or there or on top of me. So I've got Iris reticulata Pixie, Iris reticulata Pauline, and Iris reticulata Blue Planet, which are there again. I'll put all these up, and so you can see. And there is another one as well, and I haven't got that on this page, but I do like them. Some of them have really almost like tigery little bits within the purple or blue foliage, and they are spectacular, and they come up very early if you'd grow them in tubs. The only downside I find, and my only gripe with the small Iris reticulata is if you get a warm spell at that particular time of the year, which we can do, they do go over very quickly, I find, but they are lovely to see. Then I've got some new narcissus, and these are called Professor Einstein. There again, the picture will come up now. And I've got Narcissus St Patrick's Day, and Narcissus Geranium, and I will put the pictures up of those, and Narcissus Red Goblet. And they're varieties that I haven't had before and looked quite interesting, and varieties that I like the look of. And as I say, so I'll put pictures up of those and put the names on them. So all the pictures that you see, I've got the associated bulbs. This firm, most of the narcissus come in. You get 15. So there'll be 15 of those in each pack, which goes quite a way. You can make a nice grouping of 15. As you know, I now have a small garden here, and so that suits me well. Then I've got some Narcissi Cheerfulness, which I do like because they grow quite tall and very scented, and if you like picking bulbs you grow to put inside, they make a lovely cut flower, do the Cheerfulness. And so I've got Narcissus Cheerfulness, and I've got Narcissi Yellow Cheerfulness as well, and plus I find they come a little bit later, so they're one of the later narcissus, which is quite good as well. I often put them in one of my main front beds, a little bit at the back. So, and I, put them in groups. I'm just natural clumps I like, as if you want. And so when the actual main narcissi or daffodils are over, the Cheerfulness will come through, and you've always got something there then, I find. So I've got those, and then I've got some more ordinary daffodil type narcissus, and I've got Narcissus Bestseller, Narcissus King Alfred. King Alfred is a great old yellow trumpet variety. Narcissus Salom, Narcissus Holland Sensation, which I grew last year for the first time, and I was really impressed with this one. It seemed to last, and I know last year was a good year for bulbs because it was quite cool. We didn't have, you know, it was ideal bulb weather, dry, cool, and the flowers lasted a really long while. But this Narcissi, or what I'd call a daffodil, Holland Sensation, did fantastically in my garden. So I've got another pack of those, and then I've got 2 lots of, and in a pack there's 25, so that's altogether there's 100 tete-a-tete, which are the small daffodils, the small little daffodils, which there again I like to put in tubs and do really well in tubs. They also do really well in the garden should you want to, but I think they look so bright and cheery in tubs. So I've got 100 of those, and that's tete-a-tete, and there again I'll put a picture up of those and put the name underneath. Then I've got it's getting faint, so I shall have to. You'll have to excuse my glasses now, because I shall never see out here otherwise. I've got quite a few new tulips. There is only 10 tulips to one of their packs. So obviously, you know, 10 tulips, you know, it makes quite a nice little sort of circular clump, if you like, of tulips, but not a huge amount by any means. And so I've got tulip alabaster, tulip king's blood, tulip menton, tulip queen of the night, tulip temple of beauty, and tulip city of Vancouver, and tulip blue amable, and a tulip carvel as well. And so obviously I'll put those up with the names underneath, and as I say, all the bulbs you see on the pictures I have got. Obviously I have also got some other tulips as well. I do like tulips. I think there again, last year the tulips, you know, seemed to last so well. You know, they were almost out weeks. As I say, those Holland Sensation daffodils, I really think they were flowering over 3 weeks. And I did even pick just a few of those and make an arrangement inside the house, and they lasted really well as a cut daffodil they did. So then I've got tulip Yokohama, tulip Jimmy, tulip Ronaldo. They do give these bulbs some daft names, don't they? Tulip Innuendo, tulip Royal Virgin, tulip Sea Dove, and at the bottom it's got mixed up. So I'll hold on there, and then as I say, there'll be some pictures of those with the names. And I do like. I must be honest, my favourite are the really dark maroony tulips, and there is a few of those you'll see in there. And I also like the pink and white tulips. And I can't off the top of my head say what name, but if you look through the pictures as they come up, they will have their names. And I think that is really about the lots. If I look through the ticket, no, I've got there is another some more tulips, and there's tulip Mrs. John T. Shepers, I think you'd pronounce that. Tulip El Nino, tulip Camargue, tulip Jumbo Beauty, and then as a deal, if I think you spent over a certain amount of money, you get 25 free long stem tulips, which are a mixture. And I really think that is about, you know, the sum total of the bulbs there. And you know, I'm not, obviously this just becomes more like a list if I keep going on anyway. That will be quite enough. And I do, you know, like the annual plants. You know, if you could, you know, even just buy, you know, 20 or 30 bulbs, I think, you know, the enjoyment and, you know, the colour they give you in a tub you know, from February onwards right through to the, you know, early May. Bulbs you can get a succession of bulbs if you do it, you know, if you time it right. So there we go. I hope you'll come back and when we get to planting some of these and have a look and see us planting, and as I say, most of these, or quite a number of these, about a third of these are, you know, ready going into the tubs that I shall be doing, along with my pansies and polyanthus. So as always, thanks for watching, and thank you to all the new subscribers. I really do appreciate it. As I always say, thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching. I love getting your comments, and if you've got any thoughts on bulb growing, or bulbs that you like and bulbs that you'd recommend, please drop them down in the comments below. Would love to, you know, I'm by no means a bulb expert. As I say, my real field is you know, summer annual bedding plants, but I just like bulbs, and you know, I just really usually pick what takes my fancy in the catalogue pictures, basically. So there we go. As always, thanks for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe and all the rest of it, and I'll catch up with you in a future video. And until that point in time, good gardening and my very best wishes to you all. Bye for now.